Today has been awesome, so I finally met with my trainer. Oh, sorry guys, my name is Kristen Lee. If this is your first time on my channel, watching any of my videos, hello! I am an aspiring calisthenics athlete. I'm currently training for the Battle of the Bars next year, 2019, and I recently got my trainer. Been talking to him for a couple of weeks, just digitally, and so today I actually met him in person. And let me just tell you, before I get into what we talked about, let me tell you that you get what you pay for. So I was trying to decide between two trainers, and Jack, the one I have, like, is blowing my mind right now. He is awesome. The other trainer, $200 less, really fit guy. Like, his clients are doing muscle ups and everything. But Jack has a background in gymnastics and dance and of course weight training, and very familiar with calisthenics, and he is just so organized and has like everything together, very knowledgeable, and just like has been awesome. So I just wanted to throw that out there in case you're training for Battle of the Bars or just training in general. Anyways, let's get to it. So like I said, today was not training at all. It was an assessment. I wish it was training. It would have been awesome because today was a gorgeous day. But anyway, so we met at the park where there are parallel bars and then like bars for pull-ups and stuff. And we pretty much went over a variety of exercises. He wanted to test my fitness abilities just by talking to me and knowing that I've competed in like figure competition and everything else with my background and my degree. Like, he knew I was fit, but he needed to see how advanced I was to create my exercise plan to work towards my goal of competing. So I'm going to show you on the board over here, and then we'll get more into the weeds or details. Weeds, details. Okay, I think this is good. This is as far back as I can go with the camera, so I apologize, but I figured it'd be cool to write on the board. So the first thing we talked about and then I demonstrated were push-ups. Can you see that? I hope you can see it. And I hope it's not backwards. So yeah, push-ups. So we did push-ups, and he talked about the progressions of push-ups, obviously the regular, and then close grip, and he asked me if I could do the triangle or diamond, which I can. I could just do the tricep push-ups. And then he talked about the progressions to all the way to the one-arm push-ups, which is the ultimate goal. Right now, I was able to do the push-ups all the way down to the ground, and that was pretty much it. So he told me that a part of the progressions is like only be able to do like the upper area, and then the next one would be like the full range of motion. I hope that makes sense. So push-ups, and I did it to the ground. Okay. The next one we talked about were pull-ups. Which was very obvious, but he wanted to see the repetition, the type of pull-ups I can do. And then we also, after that, we also did jumping above the bar. And even with that, since they're all similar, I'll just continue. With jumping above the bar, we also did hangs with the leg lifts. It was pretty much hanging up on the pull-up bar and then just like doing leg lifts with it. I'm gonna call them dead hangs. So I wrote down dead hangs with straight leg lifts. That's the next one. And then we talked about inversions. So if you're familiar with street workouts, you know many people are able to do handstand push-ups, which is the ultimate goal. Or maybe that's the ultimate goal for push-ups. I might be a little bit confused. But either way, I have to be able to do handstands. And so he was talking about like headstands, and like he was just asking me what I can do. So I can do a headstand. I've done it in yoga, but it's been a while, so we didn't really touch that. We did, however, have a long discussion about bridge. I found out a little bit confusing because in yoga, bridge is like halfway to wheel, but really when he said bridge, he meant wheel. And it makes sense why you want to do this, because you even see people do something similar to that with their handstands and even with their push-ups, with like incredible flexibility. Also, even though we've moved away from pull-ups, I wanted to add like no swinging on pull-ups. So that was a big thing for me, to not swing. So I did about, without swinging, I did about 4 pull-ups. Typically I can do like 7, but I couldn't swing. So no swing. Another thing we did, which is mostly balancey kind of thing, was crow, similar to yoga. Just fix that. Crow. So that's pretty much an arm balance, and eventually it leads into some pretty freaking cool things. The other one that I found interesting that he had me do was long jumps. I asked him why, and he said it's to give my body a sense of what it's like being in the air, like moving in the air. So I thought that was really interesting and a cool concept. The last thing, squats. So his goal for me is to do pistol squats, which is pretty much one-legged squats, and I can't do that. So it starts out put this down. So as far as progressions go, it starts out with wide-legged squats and then closed-legged. And then you get to the pistol. I might be forgetting something. I'm not a trainer. I'm just sharing you what I remember. But yeah, so I was able to do the closed-legged. The next time we talk, I will most likely be sharing my experience with my first training session and other stuff that I feel like posting because it's my channel. Anyways, guys, it's awesome having you here. Thanks so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Comment below if you are familiar with any of these progressions or would love to know your skill level as well and what you're trying to achieve. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.